I actually had a friend come to me and, he said, Tim, you've trained, tens of thousands of businesses and salespeople how to close deals. Have you ever seen a system out there that you can actually sell without selling? Generally, when I hear a question like that, and this is what I told him, I said, the reason why you're thinking negatively about selling and why you want to sell without being salesy is because you've only really noticed the bad salespeople that are really slimy or aggressive, and you haven't really noticed the really good salespeople that are selling and get you closed because they're actually doing it really, really well. I kind of put it like this, we only notice the bad plastic surgery. Like, oh, why would you ever get a nose job? That looks horrible. Or why would you ever get that done? Oh, it's horrible. We only notice the bad ones. We don't notice the nose jobs that went just right and they look great. Because we only notice the ones that look bad. The ones that look great, we don't know because the surgeon did a great job. And it's the same with selling, is when it's done well, you actually feel like if you just got sold, you actually feel like that person served you and that they helped you. You don't feel like you just got sold. You don't feel that slimy. So selling without selling is actually pretty straightforward. And I'm going to walk you through the exact techniques that I taught to my friend and my client, how to sell without selling. And there's really 5 steps. It's very, very straightforward, very, very simple. But you're going to have to really look inward on this, because the very first thing is, if you have a bad mindset around selling, like I don't like to be salesy, I hate sales, you got to get rid of that first. Because if you don't like sales, you don't like scaling. If you don't like selling, you don't like scaling. Period. Because to scale, you need sales, and to sell, you need to sell. Period. If you want customers, you have to sell. If you want investors, you have to sell. If you want great employees, you have to sell. So before I even walk you through the steps, if you have a negative mindset behind selling, you have to get rid of that. Otherwise, you will never be able to sell without selling. You'll never be able to get customers. It will be very difficult for you to get anything beyond referrals. So before we jump in, make sure your mindset's in the right place. If you got to, do whatever you got to do some meditation. I do it every day. It helps me out a lot. So let's go ahead and jump in. Before I do that, make sure to subscribe to the channel so every time I drop a new video, the first one that hears about it, because I want to help you sell more and scale more. Also, I have a bonus training for you at the end. Make sure to stay, because I'm going to show you how to get ready to buy clients. Really, really good system. Free training I want to give you. Now, there's 5 things that you need to understand if you want to sell without selling, or without being salesy. Is number 1, you have to be absolutely sold on your product being fantastic, being the best, like just sold on it, like you would buy it yourself. You would sell it to your mother, you would sell it to your brother, you would sell it to anybody. You're so sold on it, you're so inwardly convinced on your product that you're just next level. And you have third-party proof backing up what you're saying. Like, you need to be so sold on your product before you can even go out there and persuade anybody to buy into your product. Because you have to understand, great selling is service. Selling is service. If you have a great product that can help somebody, it is your duty on an ethical level to get them to buy from you. If somebody does not buy one of my trainings and they go out and they try to figure it out themselves and waste the next year, I have failed them. If they don't buy into one of my coaching programs and they spend the next 2 years trying to figure it out and they fail, I have failed them. If they have a sales team and I don't get them signed up to do our monthly appointment setting and sales training with them, I have failed them, because I know my product can help them and they will be better off with my product. I am convinced of that to my core. And so I see it as an ethical thing. So I will do whatever I need to do in my ethical guidelines to help them make the decision to hire us, because I believe to my core, and I know for a fact that if they do, they're going to grow quickly. They're going to scale. They're going to get much better results. So I am sold on my product. And so when you're sold on your product, you start to see it as your ethical duty to actually get them to sign up with you, because selling is a service. Now, if we get in some of the technicals on, say I'm on a sales call and or I'm doing a presentation, number 1 is I want to figure out what their needs are, why they want this. And I want to dig deep. Hey, we got on the call today. What is it I can help you with? Well, I'm just interested in, I'll use lead generation as an example. Lead generation, okay, great, fantastic. Well, why lead generation? Oh, well, I'm trying to get more customers. Great. And, what's your goal with customers? How much revenue are you trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to do, I'd like to increase my monthly revenue by about $200,000. Great. So now I have $200,000, but I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to go, why $200,000? Like, what is $200,000 for you? Why not 500,000 and why not 100,000? Well, 200,000 seems aggressive and I could do it, but it seems like a good goal. 500 seems like there's no way I could get there. And then 100,000, we're pretty close to getting there anyway. So 200,000 would be my good goal. Great. Okay. So we hit $200,000. What does that do for you? Oh, well, we probably hire some more people, do this. Okay, great. So you'd hire more, you scale more. How else does that impact you? I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to figure out how that impacts them, what they really want to do with that money, what it's going to do for their business, what it's going to do for their family. I'm going to dig down why. And okay, great. Now, let's just say, we were to start getting you appointments and we were to start helping your sales team, if we were to help increase their close rates by, X percentage and we doubled your bookings every month, how would that help you reach your goal? Now, you see what I just did there? I'm going to step out of role play. You see what I just did there? I heard what they wanted. I dug deep. I figured all that stuff out, the why. Then I said, hey, if I were to double your monthly bookings and help your sales team close X percentage more, how would that help you? They're going to tell me, oh, that'd be great. They would help me do this. It would help me do this. So now I just figured out what they want. I dug down deep into the why, and then I asked them how my service would benefit them. So what happens is now they're telling me how my service helps them. Very, very important, because if I tell them, hey, I can help you do all these great things, okay, great. But if they tell me, oh, that would be awesome, man. We could really get more sales. That would help us with our profit margins. I go, great. So they just told me how my product and service will benefit them. So it's very, very important, because now they own that. I'm not the one who told them how it benefits them. They're the one that told me. Number 3, we have to figure out why now. Very, very important, because timing, people will procrastinate. So I'm on the phone. Hey, it's great to be on a call with you. Hey, I saw that you filled out this form and you're looking to get some more leads and sales, right? Yeah. Okay, awesome. And why did you do this? Why did you set up this call now? Oh, I'm just, want to get some information, looking around. Great, but you're a really busy person. Why is now important to you? Well, we're starting to looking to ramp up this next quarter. Okay, great. So you're looking to ramp up. Why are you looking to ramp up this quarter? Well, we've just had this flatline growth, and we're trying to really look for that thing that can really bring us over the top. Okay, so you've had a flatline growth. How long has that been happening for? Oh, it's been happening for about the 6 to 12 months. We grew really fast at first, and then it kind of capped off. Okay, so you were growing really fast and it capped off. Why do you think it capped off? Well, you see what I'm doing? I'm really starting to get to why now. Like, what is that story? What is that timeline? Because when we get to the end of this call, the natural reaction and response is going to be what? I just need to think about it. But if they've been thinking about it for 12 months, is that service to them to let them get off the phone and keep thinking about it? If they've been needing your help, what you can bring to them for the last year or 2 years, is it ethically okay for you to let them off the phone and never see them again and let them continue to fail? Absolutely not. So we want to understand why now, so that we can help them make that decision, because they're scared. They're scared that we're not going to do what we said we're going to do, or whatever. They are. So we need to understand why now. And then we need to have them tell us why now it's important. Okay, great. So, man, you've been kind of trying to figure this out for a year. Why is it important to you now to start growing? Well, it's important to us to start growing now because X, Y, Z. So now we understand not just their why now, but they've told us why now. So at this point, number 1, we believe in our product. Number 2, that they've told us how our product's going to help them. And now number 3, they've told us why now. Why is that important? Why is this funnel important? Well, so now we're convinced of our product, so we're going to fight for the sell. We know why what they told us how our product's going to help them, and they've told us why they need to do it right now. Number 4 is demo. Great. Now we understand why now, and they've told us why now. They've told us the benefit of our service. So we're going to customize our demo based off of what they liked, they didn't like about our product. We might, like Pima, we sell 3 things: appointment setting, automations to warm up those appointments, and then sales, support, training, building sales teams, right? So if somebody is really like, oh man, I love the warm-up automation part and the sales team thing is kind of cool, I don't know. But dude, if I get the leads and the warm-up part, that would like change the game. Now, I know that the sales part is the most important part in the recipe, but they don't know that yet. And so my job is to serve them by showing them, by bringing them and helping them out. So I'm gonna really focus on the leads and the warm-up system in my demo, in my presentation, and say, you're gonna get the sales training, but let me really talk to you about these leads in this warm-up process. Man, it's the best in the market. It's gonna help you do this, it's gonna help you do this, and it's gonna help you do this. Now, you told me that if I were to get you 200 extra leads a month, that you could more than double your revenue in the next 6 months, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, awesome. I would love to do that for you. And then you're also gonna do the why now. Now, you told me that you've been trying to figure this out for about a year and that you're needing to do this right now because of XYZ, correct? Yeah. So now we can demo the product correctly. And when we go in for the close, we demonstrate, hey, we're gonna help you get 1, we're gonna help you get 2, we're gonna help you get 3, and all that's gonna only cost you is gonna be, $10,000 a month or whatever. Have you heard enough to make a decision? Well, I need some, time to think about it. And that's when we step into number 5. Great. What do you need to think about? Oh, well, just kind of looking around the price and this and that. Well, you told me if we got you those extra 200 meetings a month, that would double your revenue and your profitability in the next 6 months, right? Yeah, I did say that. Okay, so the only thing if we jump on today that's going to happen is an increase in your revenue, right? Yeah, but I need time to think about it. So what we're doing is we're bringing them back to what they told us and say, well, I just need some time to think about it. No, great, 100%. And it kind of sounds like you've been thinking about this for a long time. And you told me before that if we got this going and we doubled your meetings over the next 6 to 12 months, that would actually double your revenue and profits, right? I did say that. So what you're doing is you're bringing back what they already told you to get the deal closed. Now, you might feel uncomfortable with this at first, but remember, go back to point 1, is that if you are sold to your core on your product, you will see selling as a service. Now, I hate sales. If you're still in that mindset, you got to get out of that mindset, because if you don't like selling, you don't like scaling. Now, I hate to be the one to break that to you, but I've talked to tens of thousands or thousands and trained tens of thousands of businesses and companies over the years, individuals, and I've never seen an owner, an entrepreneur, a business person that just hated selling and they never got past it in their mind. I've never seen them be successful in scaling their business. But I have seen a lot of them that hated selling at first, and then they changed their mindset on it and they realized that selling is service, and they got around it and they started helping more people by getting them signed up. If you stay to the end to get the free bonus training, I do have a guide for you at the very end. You can download it. It's 100% free. I don't make any money off of it. It's going to show you how to get leads and warm up those leads. It's a very, very cool system. Before I do that, make sure to like the video. And if you have any questions, comment down below. I will engage with the comments, as well as subscribe and click that bell button so every time I drop a new one, you're the first to know. And if you stay to the end to get that free training, click that guide right down there. It's a 100% free guide. It's going to show you how to sell more and scale more. Again, this is Tim with the Tim Dodd Show. I'll see you soon.